You're listening to Radio Azad. This is Coffee Connection with your host Ayesha. I have Dr. Basaria in the house with me today, and we are going to be talking about why you are not losing belly fat. Yes, you. Mm-hmm. Me too. And it's not what you think. Hello, Neelofer. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Aisha?
Very well, very well. So, let me tell you a little bit. Dr. Basaria is a health and wellness coach, and you can check out her website, drbasaria.com, Basaria.com, and of course, look up Dr. Basaria on Insta as well. And her phone number, 469-6458-681. So let's dive right into it. Why do so many people struggle with belly fat even when they are eating healthy and they are exercising?
Hmm.
And is belly fat different from other body fat?
Okay. So, well, first of all, you cannot out diet or out exercise a dysregulated body, right? Can you?
No.
So, what I mean by that is actually, diet and exercise are good
Mhm.
to take care of your belly fat, but it's not only that.
Mhm.
It's more about also your hormones,
Okay.
your stress level,
Mhm.
your gut inflammation, your circadian rhythm.
Oh.
That actually plays a role in um, having so much belly fat that people are just I don't want to have it. I'm just sick and tired of it, right? And a lot of times when women come to me for weight loss,
Mhm.
they're like, I want to lose from here, all of this, right?
Yeah.
So, well, research has shown us this, right? So, if your stress is high,
Mhm.
it will raise cortisol in your body. And what that will do it will signal the body, it will tell the body to store fat because when stress is high, our body doesn't feel safe. So,
Mm.
what it does for safety, it stores fat so that, we have something to go to.
Why couldn't it store brain cells?
See, the way
Why
we have
can't?
evolved, right? The way we have evolved, um, we had a lion,
Mm.
right? We had a tiger that was hunting for us.
Mhm.
So when you want to get away from that, you want to conserve all your energy.
Mhm.
And how does body conserve energy? It stores it as fat.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So the whole concentration of the body is to have something for later to be utilized,
Okay.
right? So it conserves itself. So
Mm.
that's what happens, right? When you're stressed, um, you are more like, your vital organs are not a priority for body. So
Mhm.
your nervous system or your digestive system, right? You're more like you want to fight or flight,
Mm. Mm.
right? So more towards the extremities and all.
Okay.
So stress is doing a number, and that will increase your belly fat for sure. The other is if your gut is not strong.
Mhm.
Okay, so what that will signal to the body from gut, inflammation starts. And when this inflammation is going to the cells in your body, it's making your body insulin resistant. So,
Mm.
insulin, which is the hormone which is responsible to actually consume this energy, this glucose that we are taking, end result is glucose,
Mhm.
every nutrient,
Mhm.
and then that burns in our cell and produces energy,
Mhm.
right? Once your body is insulin resistant, you won't be able to do that function. So what ends up happening is body will store all these nutrients as fat. So when your gut is not doing well, inflammation is going on, you will store fat.
Okay.
The third thing is your circadian rhythm.
Mm.
So research has shown us, like, if you're sleeping late, working
Mhm.
late nights,
Mhm.
or even scrolling, and
Mhm.
you're thinking that it's fine,
Mhm.
everything is good, your body, the circadian rhythm is that you have to sleep at a certain time and wake up
Mhm.
at a certain time. So if say you're sleeping late, waking up early or waking up too late, you're disturbing and messing your circadian rhythm. So
Okay.
then that will impact, down the lane, your hormones too. Okay, so not only insulin or and cortisol, but other hormones. So circadian rhythm is very important for belly fat, and then your hormones.
Mm.
So, like, first is insulin, which
Yeah.
is your master metabolic hormone. Then your estrogen and progesterone, as they go down,
Right.
and we know that during
Menopause.
perimenopause, yes, menopausal time, and especially, even after 35, as those hormones are going down, you'll start storing fat more in the midsection, right? 78% of women who are over the age of 35 reported that they had more abdominal weight gain than ever before
Yeah.
in their life,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, which is like a majority high number,
Yeah.
78
Yeah.
to 80%, right?
Yep.
And we all see that, right?
Exactly.
So, it's not only exercise, it's not only diet, it's how your hormones are functioning in your body, whether they are in balance, whether your stress is down, whether your gut is strong and not inflamed, your circadian rhythm is functioning well. All of that has a role to play in storing your belly fat.
Oh my goodness, you named so many factors, right? I think we can deconstruct
Yeah.
each one of them, and give us some more information about it. The quick question was: is belly fat different from other body fat?
So the fat that stores in your belly, or visceral fat, say for instance, visceral fat is what stores around your organs.
Okay.
So that's the stubborn fat. That's also your belly fat, right? Belly fat is also like that. Then you have the other fat, which is like, it can be consumed. It's not that inflamed. So I would say, if you want to, in a very easy way, define this, you say, okay, one is inflamed fat and the other one is not so inflamed fat. So not inflamed fat is easy to work with. The fat that is inflamed, that results because of what all that we said, because of stress, because of gut inflammation, your hormone disbalancing, that is the bad one.
Okay.
Which is surrounding your organs, which is going to take you towards heart disease, diabetes, cancer, all the chronic conditions.
Hmm. Okay, interesting. Let's start with gut health, right? So, what have you observed in people whose gut health is not in where it's supposed to be, out of sync?
Out of sync. Well, if you heal your gut, first of all, if you heal your gut, your belly fat loss will follow. All right. So if the gut is healthy, not inflamed, it's going to definitely impact how you lose fat in your body, how the fat is distributed in your body as well. Okay. Research has shown that people who have good gut microbial diversity, which means you have very diverse strain of bacteria in your gut. All the bacteria, the full microbiome, majority of it resides in your gut, right? So people with higher microbial diversity, they don't store as much belly fat.
Oh.
And this is irrespective of your calorie intake. And irrespective of your body composition. So some people generally are lean, some people are generally a little heavy, right? So this is irrespective of that. If you have good microbial diversity, then you will not store belly fat.
But how do you
Why?
know?
How do you know? Well, all of this, how do you have good microbial diversity is a question that we can ask. But first, understand, like, why gut plays such an important role. Okay, first of all, say if you have gut dysbiosis. What is dysbiosis? Basically, the concentration of good and bad bacteria that reside in our gut, they are out of sync. Okay, so you need to, if for a healthy body, you need to have less pathogenic or bad bacteria. More, good bacteria should thrive in your body. But if the balance is out, or it's different, or it's opposite, then of course, your body will start the process of inflammation. Your insulin will not function as well. You will start storing belly fat. Similarly, if your gut is leaky, which is your intestinal lining has, it has tight junctions generally. So if those junctions are a bit loosen up, then you will have toxins that will go inside your bloodstream, right? So when toxins are going there, then body is getting an alert signal. What's going on? This is not something that should enter into the bloodstream. Inflammation will start, right?
Okay.
That will take you towards storing more belly fat. So these things are happening. Plus, if your gut is not strong, then your hormones, such as leptin and ghrelin is your hunger hormone, and leptin is your satiation hormone. I'm full, I'm okay. Those are the signals that we get as we eat food. Now they will get disrupted if your gut is not strong, and if it's inflamed, it's not functioning well. And then, people either are too hungry, they are not feeling the satiation signals, then they'll keep on eating. And then all those calories will then store as fat. And, of course, then what sources the food is coming from. Also, when you are too hungry, you go for processed foods, quick fixes, sugar, right? So then all that is not good for our body. So, all of these are different factors. But, like you said, how to fix it or how to know what to do, So a few things that I will tell you to start doing for those who are listening, very, very simple things that you can get started on. First is having a lot of vegetables. So your cruciferous vegetables will really, really help in getting the inflammation down in your gut. Prebiotics, so onion, asparagus, leeks, garlic, artichokes. These are food for your good bacteria. So when you were asking, okay, how do we know, or how do we change this concentration, the microbial diversity?
Yes.
Add prebiotics in your diet, right?
And are we talking about pills here, or are we talking
No,
about just
food.
foods?
So we are talking about foods. So all these foods that I just mentioned are prebiotic foods, which are very good for your gut, healthy gut bacteria. And then also eat fermented foods, which will increase the quantity of good gut bacteria in your body. All right. And stay away from processed foods. So if you can do, these things, you will see some change in your health. Now, if you're saying, okay, I have done all of this, I'm eating clean and I'm still storing belly fat. So then we will have to go deeper into cleaning your gut. So we'll have to go through gut health phase 1, 2, and 3, which we do in our program, where I, work with women individually because they're eating right, or they're eating the food that are good for them, but they're still not losing weight, or they're not still losing belly fat. So then actually there are some good foods that they are consuming which are not good for their body in that moment, like during that time.
Right.
So we have to systematically stop those, right? And then that's how we'll stop the inflammation. And like I said, as inflammation leaves your body, fat will start leaving your body. Right?
Such a great
So you have to go
connection.
deeper into
Yes.
healing gut health. Then if you're doing, all the things like eating right, but if you're not eating right, start there. Stop the inflammatory foods, don't consume them, which is all processed foods, sugars, all those are really bad, fast foods. And then have good, you will build your gut by giving prebiotics to your gut bacteria and probiotics. Probiotics not as pills, but fermented foods.
Okay.
And then if you're busy, you can add some probiotics, which is fine, the pill form.
I think people tend to get confused between prebiotics and probiotics. If you can shed some light on this and give us examples of both the kinds of foods.
Yeah, so prebiotic foods are actually food for your gut microbiome. Okay. So which is, your onions and garlic and leeks and asparagus and sort of green banana, artichokes, These are all prebiotic foods.
Mhm.
Okay. The probiotics are actually the gut microbiome, the bacteria,
Mhm.
right? So you take it as a pill. You see, there are so many species, different strains, and you take it as a pill. Prebiotic, by the way, you can take it as a fiber too. There are prebiotic supplements, but probiotic, generally people take probiotic pill. But in food, how you can take it is as fermented foods.
Mhm.
So your kimchi and sauerkraut, right? Kefir, um, a desi achar, but our achar is like really loaded
Oil,
with oil,
salt.
salt, all of that bad stuff. So if you
Mhm.
clean that up, and if you have like a very nice gajar ka achar, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
That is very good for your body, and consume it every day.
Okay.
So that's probiotic, where on the vegetables, the action of bacteria has happened and the bacteria are growing,
Mhm.
and then you're taking that bacteria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Great. So that was a very comprehensive answer to how gut health affects our belly fat.
Right.
How about stress? Because that was one of the big things that you talked about in the introduction. So tell us a little bit about the connection between stress and belly fat. And even if somebody is eating clean, if they're stressed, they tend to have this tie around their middle. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So your body will not burn fat when it's trying to save you, right?
Mm.
When the cortisol is high, it's telling your body we are in trouble. We need some safety,
Mhm.
right? So the first function is to the safety is the first thing that body will go for, security. And how it does that? By storing fat. So it won't give up on fat.
Mhm.
That's why stress is such a big one, right? When cortisol is high, body immediately gets signal to
Mhm.
store fat.
Okay.
It will do that.
Mhm.
The second thing, your muscle will break. The muscle breakdown happens, right? And the muscle is the place where you are utilizing all of this, and actually ATP, the energy is producing,
Mhm.
right? So if your muscle is not there, your insulin will not function fine. You will start becoming insulin resistant. So not only it's storing fat, it's breaking muscle, which doesn't work for us,
Mhm.
right? Especially if we are concerned about belly fat,
Yeah.
right? We
Yeah.
have to consume that fat.
Yeah.
The other thing is it will disrupt your sleep. So stress will definitely disrupt your sleep. It will disrupt your digestion. So you're not digesting well. So inflammation starts there.
Mhm.
It will impact your detoxification. So if you're not detoxifying and all those that toxicities in your body, then the functioning of the body will not be appropriate,
Mhm.
right? It will not be up to the par.
Right.
So stress is impacting everything, like
Everything.
so much, and we underestimate it so much because we are just busy in our busy lives, right? And a lot of times stress comes from undereating, you know
Under eating.
undereating.
Okay.
So because body is not getting nutrients, it's in stress.
Mm.
It comes from over exercising. So you're exercising, but you're
Too
overdoing it
much.
too much. That will increase your cortisol as well.
Mhm.
Sleep disruptions, like we talked about, if your circadian rhythm is getting impacted, of course, your gut inflammation, that will put a lot of stress on your body. And then your emotional stress.
Mhm.
So, work, relationships, right? If you're too exhausted, too overwhelmed, you're constantly one project after the other and you're not sleeping, that is a big one for
Oh.
gut for belly fat. And Aisha is looking at me and she's like, "Oh my God! Sometimes I can relate to this crazy life, right?
Yeah.
That will act negatively if you were trying to lose belly fat." Um, and then, a lot of times people don't have that busy of a life. Then they have very sedentary and very uh, like
They're sitting all the
purposeless
time.
life,
Yeah.
right? So that's another end of this. Like somebody's too busy and somebody doesn't have anything. So
Mm.
then your mind makes you as a project, and then you're thinking and oh, this happen, this is always, I'm like, why these things are happening to me, I'm always the victim, or the other things that you constantly think about.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
when nobody outside if it is bothering you, you yourself will bother yourself inside, right? So
So true.
that's also, that creates a lot of emotional stress as well.
Mhm.
So all these factors, when the stress will go up,
All these things
belly
happen.
fat
Belly fat goes
will go
up.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are in conversation with Neelofer Basaria, health and wellness coach, and we are talking about belly fat today on Radio Azad. Make sure you have downloaded the free Radio Azad iPhone or Android app, and you can tune in to our live shows. You mentioned that belly fat increases after the age of 35. We see people in perimenopause and then around menopause as well. That is when it just comes on so insidiously, you don't even notice it until you try and put on a pair of your beloved jeans and you're like, oh, what happened here?
This is, it's hard to zip it.
Yeah. And it's such a bad feeling.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So, explain a little bit more about that and also the role of hormones that lead
yeah,
to increased belly fat.
totally. See, hormones are like the traffic signals, okay, in our body. So if imagine if the traffic signals, if they are not working fine, accidents are bound to happen, right?
Mm,
That's how it is.
yeah.
So important, hormones, right? If like after the age of 35, as we enter into 40, 45, estrogen is going down. So when estrogen is going down, then the distribution of your fat will shift. From your hips, it'll be more, your fat is storing more in your belly, thighs, right? Similarly, when progesterone goes down,
Mhm.
it will increase cravings. That's why you see that, before periods, you're like
Hmm.
craving and you're like
Yeah.
down and depressed, or sometimes anxiety,
Hmm.
right? That's why I tell women that the time before your period is very important, right? Or if you are menopausal, then there is one time in the moon cycle
Hmm.
where, it's very important that you take care of yourself. So, because when progesterone goes down, cravings go up, anxiety goes up, it also disrupts your sleep,
Hmm.
right? Similarly, if insulin, which is your master metabolic hormone, right, if
Hmm.
it is not functioning well, if you're insulin resistant, then belly fat will definitely go up because
Okay.
you're storing fat,
Hmm.
right? If your thyroid is not functioning well, then your metabolism will be sluggish. You are not going to burn belly fat
Hmm.
effectively. You see, all these hormones,
Yeah.
similarly, leptin.
Hmm.
Leptin is your satiation hormone. I'm full, but you never get the feeling of being
Full.
full, then you're going to continue to eat.
Hmm.
And that will then take you towards more inflammation, and, belly fat will go up. So
Hmm.
your hormones are very, very, they are very important.
Yeah.
And if there is an imbalance there, then definitely that will impact belly
They
fat.
need there should be a boredom hormone as well because I feel a lot of people when they're bored they reach for something to eat.
Yes, yes. So
Right.
yeah, so yeah, when you are bored, you're not feeling as energetic, and all of this is a result of sort of your cortisol being out of whack, your insulin, your thyroid,
Mm.
and a lot of women who come to me, I see that these things are out of balance,
Hmm.
and so we have to bring them back into balance, and we start with gut.
Yeah.
Right? The story starts with gut.
With gut,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay. So you mentioned a few foods which are good to reduce belly fat. Are there more?
Yes, yes, of course. So, first of all, like I said, fiber.
Hmm.
So, vegetables are your go to. Um, if you can add one vegetable a week out of 52 weeks, even if you don't like all of them,
Hmm.
you'll at least have 20, 25,
Hmm.
right? So focus on cruciferous vegetables, especially if they work with your body. Now, when women come to me,
What's an
they
example of cruciferous
broccoli,
broccoli?
kale,
Oh.
cauliflower, Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
So either some people have not even tasted them or have, tried them in a long, long time, or they don't like the taste of it. They think there are different ways of making vegetables. You can saute, you can bake, you can,
Air
steam,
fry.
air fry. And then add spices, a little bit of, not a lot of oil, um, but try to have them. And then if you see that they are not functioning with your body, then we have to heal your gut, but they should eventually function in your body, right? Because these are the cruciferous vegetables are really, really important to detoxify. In fact, your estrogen balance will come back also if you eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables. Prebiotics, that I talked about, asparagus and leeks and onion and garlic. So I would say take a lot of fiber from vegetables. They are very, very healing. Okay. The other one is, of course, fermented foods. Okay. So your kimchi and sauerkraut and all of that.
Yeah.
Then protein, because that's going to build your muscles. Your muscle is active, you're going to burn more fat. Okay. So your eggs and lentils and beans and chicken and, good quality, very important. Then I'll talk about fatty fish. Fatty fish is so good. It's a good source of protein. We just talked about, building muscles, but also omega-3s will bring your inflammation down.
Salmon.
Salmon is an excellent, and wild caught, okay, sardines, and then also flax seeds and chia seeds. Those are good sources of omega-3s. So have them, fatty, good fats, avocados, they are very good. And then polyphenol rich foods. So your berries and your green tea and your dark chocolate, right? 85% cocoa.
Yeah.
Extra virgin olive oil. All of these are, they have polyphenols and they really help in healing and, making your gut function well. Right? So, these are all coming from nature. None of these foods that I talked about, anything is processed. But when you go to nature, when you go to clean eating, then your body really thrives on it.
Okay. 3 things which people mention to help reduce belly fat, and you can say yes or no. Hot water.
Yes, with lemon.
That was the next one, lemon.
With lemon, it's very good for your liver. And so liver has a major role in detoxification. Okay. So once your body is detoxifying well, you are not having gunk and junk in your body. Right? So the organs are going to function well. So before coming here, I had my morning, I had my walk, I had my warm lemon water. I do that every day.
Okay.
Very important. Yes.
Yes.
Go for it.
Lemon juice was yes. And green tea.
Green tea, very good. Polyphenols, antioxidants. These are like small chemicals, but they have, very powerful job. Okay. So it will keep the inflammation down in your body.
Okay.
And your body will thrive actually, because the more cleaner your body is from inside, so antioxidants, they just go and zap the free radicals in our body, which are the leftovers from so many chemical reactions that are happening, right? So you want to clean it up.
Okay.
Right? Like we clean our closet. We clean, when things are like too much at some place, it's overwhelming, right? So same it's with the body. So all these polyphenols are very good.
Okay. So Neelofer, which lifestyle habits are crucial for belly fat?
That's my favorite question. Lifestyle, because it's all about lifestyle. See, if you don't change your lifestyle with a pill or an injection, you can do so much. And once you will stop that pill or that injection, or even if you have done all the surgeries, right, everything will come back and come back double, because now your body was used to of that shot. It's not getting it, right? And you don't have the lifestyle habits. So it's going to put on really, really fast.
Yeah.
Right? Um, so first and foremost, hands down, most important. If you want to work on one lifestyle habit, I would say sleep.
Hmm. Sleeping early.
So important.
Mhm.
Because see, sleep will increase. If you're not sleeping, you don't know, we all don't know, inside cortisol is going up, and then that will start the cascade, which
Mhm.
I explained, right? So sleep is extremely important. Prioritize your sleep. um, there should be a time usually that body expects you to, like, go
Mhm.
to sleep, and then wake up at the same time. So if you're sleeping late and you have work and you have to wake up at the same time, then the body is not getting its rest,
How
it's not
much?
healing. 7 to
Eight hours?
8,
Oh.
some people, like meditators, can do even 4, 3, but 7 to 8 for a normal person. Yeah. But everybody has their own set point too, so whatever your circadian rhythm is. But as it's getting darker, put away the work, put away the scrolling,
That's
put
to
away
me.
all those things, and yeah, start going to bed.
Mhm.
Then wake up at the same time. So that sleep is the number one, which I will say, for belly fat especially.
Mhm.
And the other one is stress.
Yeah.
So work on your stress, and they're so related to. But stress comes from so many things, right?
Mhm.
So there's
Mhm.
so many stressors, um, emotional and otherwise,
Mhm.
right? So stress, like I said, comes from eating too, over exercising too, not sleeping as well, from gut inflammation. But work deeper on, if you have certain tendencies, if you see that you are very controlling and that creates a lot of stress in your life, or if you are a people pleaser and that creates a lot of stress in your
Mhm.
life, or if
Mhm.
you are an avoider and procrastinate a lot, so then that will bring a lot of anxiety. Because in that moment you're thinking that, oh yeah, I'll do this later, but the whole time when you're not doing or
Mhm.
attempting to something, you're anxious.
Yeah.
Or people avoid, straight conversations too. Like, if there is a conflict, we need to talk about it, but people avoid that.
Mhm.
That creates a lot of anxiety. So all these different things are adding to your stress,
Mhm.
right? So stress regulation is something that I would definitely say, if you work on, that will definitely impact your belly fat.
Yeah.
The other thing is early morning sun.
Early
So
morning sun. Okay.
yes, so if you are out in the sun early morning, that will really, because it will fix your circadian rhythm. It will
Mm.
also help you sleep at night
Okay.
early,
Okay.
because now your body is getting to, like, you're up at 6, say, you go out for a walk. That's what I do
Mhm.
usually, and especially in Texas, in
You
this
need
weather,
that.
it's really hard, right?
Yeah.
After 9 or 10, you forget about it.
Mhm.
So 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock is the time. Like, I was out at 8 today and it was beautiful because we got some rain. So it
Right.
was really, so
Mhm.
catch the early hours, or I do after 7,
7:30. Yeah.
7:30.
Mhm.
Yesterday I was out at 7 and it was still fine because we had the rain. So as long as the wind was blowing, it was good. There were some patches where it was really hot.
Mhm.
So basically, sunlight will help um, regulate your circadian rhythm.
Yeah. I also have noticed the days that I am exercising, I have my yoga class or whatever, I cannot keep my eyes open past 10:30.
Mm,
Right?
yeah,
You just
yeah,
automatically you feel sleepy.
yeah.
You know?
Because now you have, down regulated your body a little bit, especially yoga or those kind of things, like, breath work.
Mm.
You're like, okay, I'm winding down, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. And if that helps, do that for sure. But you have to um, work on this, whoever has this messed up. Plus, late night scrolling. So
Mm.
if you stop late night work, screen time, late night, that will also impact your circadian rhythm. Like, you are functioning with the body,
Hmm.
with the rhythm of the body, and you're not going against it.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of cortisol will go down, belly fat will go down with
Sure.
that.
Sure.
Right. So that is a good lifestyle habit. So sleep, stress regulation, of course,
Mm-hmm.
morning sun, your nighttime, um, blue light exposure should go down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The other thing I will say is eating mindfully,
Mm-hmm.
not in rush, because that will definitely impact your digestion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're eating slow, eating mindfully, you are actually tapping onto the rest and digest system, which is parasympathetic nervous system in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And the way your body will digest that food and you will absorb that food, it will not create inflammation. So mindful eating is a good one.
Slow. And I know Neelofer tells us, like, enjoy every bite of the food that you are putting in your mouth,
Yeah.
and that will help to slow you down as well.
Yeah,
So, what
definitely.
great tips! And our listeners are messaging me right now. They're like, "Oh, these are such wonderful tips!" So they're really, really enjoying that. What exercises are good to reduce belly fat? Give us the scoop on crunches.
Well, exercises, I would say hands down, do strength training.
Strength
Then
training.
yes,
Ah.
and crunches are good, especially if you're strengthening your core. But strength exercises are better for belly fat
Mm-hmm.
than cardio.
Acha.
Okay, so do more weightlifting. All
Okay.
right, more strength training, more resistance training. That's going to be definitely helpful. The other one is walking, and especially you do brisk walk and then you slow down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So walking will help in belly fat. The other one is hit training, so which is high intensity interval training,
Mm-hmm.
which is like you do like for a minute or minute and a half you are like high intensity, then
Yeah.
you give a minute or 2 minutes of break. So so say if you're walking on incline, or you're sprinting and then you walk,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're sprinting and walk. So that's an example of hit training, 15 to 20 minutes.
Really?
It will, yes. So you don't have to exercise for hours. That's what I tell my clients. You don't have to exercise for hours and hours, CrossFit or this or that.
Mm-hmm.
You can do high intensity interval training and get the same effect, and twice a week,
Mm-hmm.
not even more.
Mm-hmm.
Strength training, definitely 3 to 4 times, especially for women. It will build your muscle. Very important. So focus more on strength training. Do hit couple of times
Mm-hmm.
a week. Definitely your walk, 10,000 steps at minimum every single day. Then I would say just your core. So like crunches, Pilates
Mm-hmm.
is very good.
Yeah. Planks.
Planks,
Okay.
yoga.
Mm.
I do all my planks in my yoga poses.
Mm-hmm.
So very good
Okay.
for your belly fat. And then just generally, like, park a little bit further, walk more,
Mm-hmm.
pacing during the calls, right? Standing and working.
Yeah.
So not sitting all the time and working if you're on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things will help.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's those are great, great tips. Any most commonly overlooked cause of belly fat that people miss?
One of the most overlooked causes for sure stress, because we just talked about it and you're like, yes, life is stressful, but
Yeah.
we don't think about it because we have to go and work and we have to do these things,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we are exhausted, we are overwhelmed, we are running low on energy, but we are working. So that's a very overlooked um, factor.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is if your body has toxin load, which we don't think about. We put makeup on, from environment, what we are getting,
Mm-hmm.
like, what we are inhaling, what we are ingesting, all of that. If toxicity is not leaving your body,
Mm.
belly fat will not. So
Really?
a lot of times we don't think about those things. They are overlooked factors, but they are important.
I think that's given me an idea for a topic with you, and that is environmental factors and environmental toxins. We hear about, for example, even perfume can be a hormone disruptor, right? So I
Yes.
think we should do a topic
Yeah,
on that.
for sure. We can do like a full hour on that
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
definitely. Okay. Is belly fat more common in men or women?
Um, well, I think men have a lot of belly fat because of the processed foods that they consume,
Mm-hmm.
right? Fast eating and stress,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they are beer drinkers, that will have a lot of, they will have a lot of belly fat. Women have more towards when they are moving, um, you know, 35, 40, 45, then
Mm-hmm.
they start
Mm-hmm.
gaining a lot of belly fat, and it's very hormonally related.
Okay.
And when the body is insulin resistant, which so many women who come to me, their body is insulin resistant and hormones are going down, that's when they catch up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Do things like belly wraps and belts and all these, do they work?
they do, for a little bit of a fix,
Mm-hmm.
because you're basically melting. You're wrapping and then you're walking. Say if you're going for a walk,
Mm-hmm.
when you've wrapped,
Yeah.
a lot of people see like some inches going down, but that is some external help. But if you're not eating right, if you're not taking care of your stress, if you're not sleeping, that will just do teeny tiny
Mm-hmm.
in a big scheme of things, so that won't impact much.
Interesting. Such incredible information, and the entire show, you can check it out on the Radio Azad team YouTube channel. And of course, you will get our clips on our Instagram and Facebook as well. Dr. Basaria's number 469-645-8681. Check out her website, drbasaria.com, Basaria, and of course, Dr. Basaria on Instagram as well. And do download the Radio Azad iPhone or Android app so you can tune in to our fantastic programming coming your way.